Fuck her. I got that. Be more.
What's up?
Hey y'all.
Welcome to episode 4 of the Hood Elite is Key.
I'm Jigg.
And we back at you again with another video.
Another one.
This time we're gonna do something a little different.
Yeah, we're switching it up on you.
You know, as you can see, I have a paintbrush in my hand.
There are canvases.
Easel and a canvas behind us.
There is wine.
We got some wine. We're gonna do this kind of a wine and canvas, and we just gonna chop it up. Honestly, some of our best moments are the ones that aren't recorded.
Right. So we figure, like, why not give y'all the best moments when we're not recording, but recorded this time.
Yeah.
So, you know, we
have casual conversation.
Right. It's no telling what we're talking about. So, you know, hopefully by the time we start promoting it, we'll know what we talked about. And we'll tell you. Maybe, maybe not. You know, whatever. But anyway, so we gonna get into it.
Yeah.
All right. So, oh yeah. So first off, man, shout out to anyone affected by those Orlando shootings.
Shout out to anybody affected by the Orlando shootings. Crazy because we in Indiana.
Right.
Orlando's far away from us, but even here, you know somebody that knows somebody that was affected by that terrible tragedy. So,
right. like it's crazy. Like I remember, like I woke up and like got on Twitter and found out about like what happened. And immediately I like went onto Facebook and tried to check and see like about one of my homies. He does photography and like cameras for a lot of gay clubs down there in Florida, typically in Tampa. But I was just like, yo, he could have been in Orlando. I'm like, okay, so you get on there and you see like, okay, he cool. But then like Facebook has this whole notification system where you can like check in on like crazy natural disasters or like tragic events and shootings and like check in and say that you're safe. So it's like, you know what, I'm usually down Facebook and all the little social media, but like stuff like that is real dope.
that's good.
But it's kind of jacked up that we even need something.
Yeah.
But man, like those whole shootings though really was getting me frustrated because it was like people were trying to make it like a religion thing. I still don't feel like it was a religion.
Because that was evil.
Right.
And
like,
God doesn't operate
like
just on evil stuff. Like that's.
And more stuff came out. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
it was just really sad.
Yeah. And like his wife knew what he was gonna do basically.
You know what? I don't even like to talk about the backstory, quite honestly, because I don't believe in anything the media feeds us. Regarding all of that,
she said that she knew about that part. Like, I don't believe like a whole ISIS thing. I think ISIS was just like, yo, it's a good time to capitalize on American spirit. But it's like, like that whole like, oh, your wife like help you like go scout out the place. Like that shit's like insane. Like I can't imagine like knowing my husband about to go do something crazy like that.
and just being like, oh, okay, cool.
Like, honey, don't do it. And dropping you off there. Like, nah, like, hell no. But that just had
people, family members, bruh. Y'all are.
It's like, yeah. But that really just had me thinking about, like, why do you need that type of gun anyway? Like, that stuff was just shooting off and killing folks, like, that quick. Like, that's just not necessary. Like, I don't know a situation where I would need a gun that big, you know, to be popping off 50 million people at once. Like, why are we selling those? Like, Illinois, Tulsa, Illinois, I would get guns from Indiana because as we know, Indiana is pretty easy to get a gun from. Yeah, like, I could probably go and get a gun right now. All I need is like a bill. I'm sure I got one of those in the car, so I can go strap up. Like, that's fucking crazy. But
I guess for me, for the Orlando shooting, I know it hit really close to home to me because one, that shit could have happened anywhere. The same night that they was out celebrating Pride, I was too. Like, I was celebrating Pride here in Indiana. I had friends that were out in different places celebrating and being proud as well. So that could have been us, you know what I'm saying? And that's very hurtful in itself that, like, these people just went out to dance.
Right, like, they was just trying to be...
They was just trying to dance and have a good time. Like, if you don't like some shit, just stay your ass at home. Yeah. It's your miserable ass. Just stay at home. Like,
in general, like, I don't understand how, like, other people's lives affect folks so much. Like,
oh my gosh. I've been trying to figure this shit out forever.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, what you do has absolutely nothing to do with me. Like, what you eat don't make me shit, and the same thing with your life. Like, what you do does not affect me.
And I know I've heard over the years a lot of, like, people, like, make arguments like, oh, I don't want to raise my kids in this, and I don't want to... It's like, well, first of all, you're raising your kids in the first place. That's first of all. Secondly, just like anything else, you teach your child what you want your child to know. You teach your child, hey, this is what everybody else is doing, but if you don't want them to do that, you can say, hey, I don't think this is right. I don't want you doing that. Now, what, obviously, at the end of the day, the decision is going to be up to that child. But, like, stop using that shit as a fucking excuse, bruh.
Yeah.
Just swag.
And on top of that, I feel like you need to teach your kids tolerance. Like, I mean, you need to teach them, like, okay, like, even if you disagree with something, like, I disagree with that, but I'm gonna let you be. Like, why? What's the need of being, like, hateful, judgmental, argumentative, or stuff? Like, if you don't go down, if you don't get with that, whatever the hell it is, like, if you don't like it, then just, okay, that doesn't affect you, though. Like, you're not the one doing it, so move on. Like, that shit always, like, blew me. Like, I really don't understand how folks is that concerned with other people's life like that.
But you know, we ain't gonna spend the whole time talking about Orlando. But we did want to acknowledge that happened. There's been a lot of crazy events going on in the world, though. So
yeah,
so lots of shit.
Yep. Let's see.
Something else that I was telling her about that I saw yesterday. I don't know if you guys remember the murder of that boy in Georgia. I want to say his name was Kendrick.
Yeah, I think that's exactly.
Was it Kendall?
It was Kendrick.
Kendrick. Yeah. He was found rolled up in a gym mat under the bleachers 3 years ago.
Right.
And they tried to say it was an accident, but the parents did an autopsy, you know, and they found out that it was a homicide.
Right.
Which we all knew.
Right, like anybody just accidentally wrapped up in no dang on wrestling match.
Like, but 3 years later, like, nobody's being charged for it. They don't have enough evidence.
Right. Like, of course, another person gets off.
Another person gets off for killing a young black boy. Mm-hmm. I know. You know, some of y'all, it's normal at this point. Yeah. For me, the shit still pisses me off.
Yep. I feel
it makes me sad.
It's crazy that
I don't know what the fuck to do about it, though.
Right. It's crazy that it can be so normalized now. Like, I know I'm definitely guilty of, like, seeing things and just not being shocked and just moving on with life. And that's terrible. Like, I shouldn't be in a point where, like, things like that, like, people just getting off with doing heinous things, cops killing or shooting and killing another kid, things like that, don't hit me.
Don't phase you no more.
But it's like, it's so consistent that, like, it turns into a norm, and then you just, like, you know, you live and deal with it. But why? Why is that, like, a thing? Like, that should never be a thing that's just, like...
And as we know, Black lives have not been, I guess, regarded as significant for decades, especially Black male lives. So, see, it's just sad that it ain't 1920 or the 30s, the 40s. It's now 2016, and this shit is still going on.
Right.
And I got little brothers. I have 4 younger brothers. I have older brothers as well. Their lives matter to me. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That
so,
remind me of, like, my little cousin, he's 16. I call him my little brother all the time, but he's like the brother I always wanted. And he's about to be in his senior year of high school. And I remember, like, we was like chilling. It was like a family time. And my aunt's like, okay, well, what would you do if, like, the cops, like, you know, stopped you or whatever, or asked you to da. And, like, before he could even answer, I was like, you just do what they say and, like, and live to see another day. Like, I'm like, I don't want to. I shouldn't have to teach my kid, my family member to be like, you know, just, you know, obey and do whatever because, like, a cop is, like, overusing their power. But at the same time,
like obeying don't even get you off no more all the time.
That's like, right, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not going to tell you to go fight it and then end up dead. Yeah. Like, that's not, I'd rather you just, like, you know, you do what you got to do. We get you a good lawyer and we get off of it later on than having to worry about you not making it another day. Like, that's just not something I can handle.
Between that and then, like, we were saying that Sandra Bland taught us.
Oh, that's
gosh, Sandra Bland. I know that's his last year, but all of that shit, because it ain't even just men no more. Like, Sandra Bland, for me, was like, goddamn, we ain't safe either. Right. And then I know Jigg, she made a really good point.
Yeah, it's like everything that they taught us, like, you get a good college education, you get a good job, you know, you work hard, you're respectable, intelligent, all of that type of thing, professional. You're supposed to be safe. And then, like, she had all of that. She had everything that, like, I've been
supposed to do.
Right, everything I thought I was supposed to do, and still. Yet and still, they did the same thing to her they did to so many other folks. Like, you know, folks always want to be petty or, like, you
talk about what she's saying,
right?
She talk to the cops. That's okay.
Well, like,
touche, but still,
right? Like, it does not matter. Like, you mad because she was informed and didn't want to do it. Like, everybody utilizes, like, people's favorite arguments with stuff like Mike Brown is like, well, they weren't innocent of nothing, like they weren't some landmark A+ whatever type thing, like, but that shouldn't matter. But like, even if you want to utilize other people's history or whatever, like this one had absolutely nothing, and then you still, you know, she still gets taken away. Like that's just crazy and ridiculous.
Cause she blew. She wouldn't put out her cigarette.
Right, like,
and the law don't say she got to put out her damn cigarette.
No law to say you gotta be cigarette when I pull you over. Nope.
Like, man. It's just stuff that we've been discussing that's been on the membrane.
Right, so, man, me and this art right now, though. I got a vision, okay? So, like, it's a vision here. You just gonna have to wait, and it's gonna be cold. Like, maybe. I don't know what I'm doing. It may be cold. It may just be terrible. We don't see that.
I was really good at creating stuff, like on papers, like stuff like this. But when I try to paint it, it don't look as good.
See, I draw the same picture every day, like, and it's like a drawing, and that's about it. I could write your poem or something, you know, but painting is really my thing. Heck, I damn near might be better at doing a rap battle. But you know, it's cool. A rap battle. You don't want to hear these bars. You ain't ready for them. You can do this right now.
I don't rap.
I remember, like, everybody used to think I rap. Like, I swear, folks be like, "Oh, you rap, right?" Like, no. Oh, I could have sworn you was spitting bars. Like, no bars over here.
No bars over here.
Not spit hot fire. I don't know who told you that, but I thank you. I wish I did. Me and my homies tried to have a rap career when I was in like high school. I think. Then I feel like that's one of the things a whole lot of black people try to get, quite honestly. But we tried.
In the studio.
Man, we never got to the studio because one of my homies, well, she's not really my homie anymore, but she's doing good in life. You know,
I know that's right. No hard feelings. That's another point. Just because we don't fuck with you no more. Right, not will, but if I don't mess with you as a friend or vice versa, I still love you.
Right, I
still wish the best for you.
Right, like, I'm never like, oh, you know what, we don't get down on
yeah, no. Definitely wish you the best. Just, but we ain't gotta be friends, you know?
It's cool. But yeah, she was like the one who like had quality bars. It was three of us. Me, homie Raya, shout out to Raya, and then the other girl, Gabby. And she was never ready when we was ready. We like, all right, we gonna write this song. We need to get on the phone at this time so we can deal with it and go over the lyrics or whatever. Be like, we have our verses ready. I was a struggling rapper, but I put something together and I was trying to fire. And then she'd be like, oh, I didn't write mine yet. And then she just like would start freestyle about some random stuff like cookies. Yo, no, but she could though. We used to put her up on we put her on like what was that thing? Party Line, and just like challenge.
Party Line.
Like, I bet my homie can rap better than you about anything. You can name whatever you want her to rap about. You can rap about whatever you want. I bet she murdered you. They be like, I bet she murdered you. They be like, alright, rap about cookies, and she like murder. Rap about Pizza Hut. Alright, she murdered. It was whatever. She was cold, man. She was hella cold, but you know, obviously my rap career didn't take off because you know I'm broke. It's okay. I'm still gonna find my way.
She's sitting here doing videos with me.
Yeah. Hey, but I'm very glad.
Like you said at Friday After Next, you supposed to win the lotto.
Man, the lotto. Well, we can talk about the lotto. How do you feel about it?
Shit. I don't know. I mean, if I'm gonna buy a scratch off, I really play it in like suburban neighborhoods in Indiana.
Yo, no, you supposed to go to the middle of nowhere, Indy, man.
That's what I'm saying.
That's where the folks live in. They be up in
the suburbs.
They be in the boonies.
Boonies. I don't buy my tickets in the hood if I'm gonna do it. I don't do it often.
When's the last time you seen a hood person win the lotto? No.
And when they do fuck shit. Like Shorty who kept bailing her boyfriend out of jail. Y'all remember that shit?
I was like, girl, he needs to stay there. Like, you gotta be the dumbest. Like, hell no.
Like, he ain't even gotta really be selling drugs. No, well.
Yeah, his house like, I pay money, I guess. I don't know. That's probably what he's gonna take that out. Be like, oh, you got a Chase account. I turned 200 to 2,050.
He took some of that money and bought some drugs. He was like, we about to, for real,
kingpin.
We about to. Right.
Hell nah. See, if I ever win a lotto though, first thing I'm doing is paying off my student loans and all them debts. Then I'm gonna buy a house that is in a neighborhood I can afford the taxes. That's how people fuck up. I can afford them taxes. I'm gonna buy a car all outright because ain't nobody gonna repo me if I
ain't nobody playing those games. If I ever win some money,
I'm gonna invest in something too. I'm gonna give me some type of thing that
I'm gonna definitely invest in my company. Definitely gonna invest in Essential Key.
Invest in you. That's what's up.
And then I'm probably gonna buy some stock.
I'm gonna buy a weed stock or something.
Start a franchise.
I'm definitely gonna buy some type of chicken thing. You know what people always eat? Chicken. Everybody loves chicken. All right, don't make that a black thing. It's everyone thing. White people love chicken.
And I heard to buy a Chick-fil-A franchise. It ain't that much.
I love Chick-fil-A.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't know though, man. I'll probably eat all our product. Maybe like you gotta go. Like, yo, you do some nuggets.
It's your restaurant.
So shoot, if I ain't got enough to sell to them, it's a problem.
You right.
You know. Folks like, damn, she up in here all the time eating all the damn nuggets and stuff. Man, I smash those nuggets. They'd be beautiful. Okay. So my payment still don't make no sense, but
It's,
it's looking better than it did before. You see the vision? You see it? Ooh, I need to fix this ring on the bottom. It's gonna work. It's gonna work out. I believe in me. Alright, that's what you gotta do. Believe in yourself. Believe. When everybody doubts you, when they don't see your vision, you keep your vision in sight.
Hello?
Ooh.
Hello? That was a message. Did you hear her?
Did you get it?
Because everybody ain't gonna believe in you and what you got going on.
See your vision.
Hello?
Yep. But
It's alright. You gotta keep moving forward.
Yep. But as far as this pain vision, I don't know if we gonna see it. Alright. So
And that's something else we talked about discussing, because I've seen it just around social media. Another thing is like being a PK.
Oh yeah. Hey.
I'm a preacher's kid.
I'm a preacher kid too.
She's a preacher's kid. And not too long ago, I saw a minister post a status pretty much saying that where a lot of ministers with children mess up is they can't separate parent and preacher. They're preacher all the time.
Right, they be preaching they sermon on every day of the week.
And you know what I'm saying, they lose that parenting aspect. And I was kind of wanted to talk to Jigg about it because for me, like, I know that I definitely went through that. It would just be crazy stuff happening, but
for me,
my dad, he always had the best intentions, but he's a preacher first.
Right. And like for me, I think I had my mom, she's a preacher, she's also a teacher. But I didn't have as much of an experience because she joined the ministry a little bit later in my lifetime, which was, cool. So there were times that I felt I don't really want to hear the religious perspective on this. Yeah. I just want your honest opinion.
Right? Stop trying to feed me.
Right? I get it, I understand, but that's not what I'm asking you for.
Tell me what
right
you needed to hear at my age.
Right? Exactly. Not what the Bible said or what this said. But now that I think about it though, it's a lot of careers, not even just preachers' kids, where that their ministry or whatever, their career, their job, sometimes overshadows the other things that they be dealing with. With preaching, it's it's a thing because it's divine calling from the Lord, and I understand that. I ain't trying to interrupt God's work at all. God, what about me, man?
Yeah, definitely. And it's kind of one of those things of for me, it was kind of make sure your family's straight first before you go out there trying to take care of everybody else. Make sure your home is good. You know what I'm saying?
You over here buying, taking care of the elderly ministry and this ministry and that one, but you ain't worried about what we was doing tonight. It's you gotta, think of your home. Take care of home.
Always gotta take care of home first, and I know a lot of, just like I said, I know a lot of PKs that have suffered from this in one way or another. Just really not being even able to really communicate with their families about things at all, So,
you gotta preach to parents. Some stuff
you just can't even talk about. Yeah, you can't talk about. And I know I dealt with that. I just couldn't talk to you. And then when you ask me something, or when you find out something, it's why didn't you tell me?
How was I supposed to?
Really?
Like,
I love my parents to death. We come a long way, but that's just something I want to throw out there. So even if you're our age and generations and you're in ministry or you think about going into ministry, you just never know, where God or your plan or your journey may lead you. True. Just keep that type of thing in mind. You know what I'm saying? You just need to be able to balance, not even separate. Balance the two, for sure.
For sure. Man.
It's very important. This paint coming along, no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See. All these colors.
Trying to do a little something. Do you have any inspiration that you like to give them?
Ooh, inspirations. Now you put me on the spot.
Yeah,
Inspiration.
Something that you saw. If you don't, I do.
Alright, you'd be great.
Okay. No. I legit saw this on Instagram? No. Saw it on Facebook yesterday. Twiz. I put it on I put it on Instagram today.
Shout out to
really
Twiz.
dope.
Marketing the Millions.
Yep, Marketing the Millions.
You know from Markham, so.
South Chicago to me. Shout out to y'all, stand up. But he said he posted a status pretty much saying like if the people if your friends or whoever you surround yourself with are not excited about your goals and your goals are not a big deal. Mm-hmm. Bottom line, you should move around.
Hell yeah. And that's so real, like, in general. Like,
for real.
Yo, I feel like it's so many things that go into it. Like, you need to be around people who are excited about what you're doing, support you, push you. Like, they can't just be out here stagnant either. Like, you need to be around people who doing things. So, like, shout out to my homies. I mean, of course, my homie right here. But all my other homies, too. Especially, like, Amber and Erica. Like, I'll be sitting there and I'll be just lazy and stagnant, just chilling, like, this is cool. And they like, well, you need to do this. Why don't you apply for that? Why haven't you did your FAFSA? What are you talking about? Like, go out there and get it, And then just watching them do things is just, like, so motivating for me. Like, I want to do that, too. Like, I can't, shoot, low-key, I can't let them, outshine me like that, I don't want to be the weak friend. But,
yeah, make sure your squad.
Hell yeah, like, you can't be with no squad, like, you over here want to be amazing and a doctor or a lawyer or whatever you want to do, and they want to just sit on the couch and watch Maury. Not that Maury ain't cold. I love Baby Mama drop episodes, but that can't be, like, they only go in life. If you're not seeing them move, and you either need to, like, as a friend, try to motivate them to move, like, help them out. Like, some folks, you ain't trying to leave yet, then help them out. But if they're not ready to do it, you might need to reevaluate that. Maybe you grew out of them. Like, there's nothing wrong about growing up and growing out of friendships. Like, some folks ain't meant for you for like, they might have been your #1 compadre back in, like, high school or whatever.
But it be like that. Right. I've had some.
I have grown apart from some friends.
Me too.
I
love you, but shit.
Our paths, we not on the same journey no more. And that's cool. That's okay.
Wish you all the best.
Right.
And that's what it's all about.
Right.
But, that pretty much concludes part 1. Y'all ain't know we're going to hit you with a part 2. That concludes part 1 of the Hood Elite, episode 4. Check us out next week.
Yep.
For part 2. You'll see part 2 and you'll get to see, the finished product of our beautiful
Not yet.
abstract painted, all right? Don't forget, you can follow me at eccentrically_KEY on Instagram. Mm-hmm. You can go like my blog and business page on Facebook, The Eccentric Key.
Mm-hmm. Jigg Almighty, Jigg Almighty. You know how to spell it. IG. Holla at me. I'll accept you.
And on SoundCloud now. You ain't got time to watch our videos on Eccentric Key. That's cool because you can go on SoundCloud. Yep. Type in The Eccentric Key. Yep. Episodes 1 through 3 will pop up. And you will be able to listen to them while you're at work. Shout out to my squad for always sharing, giving us feedback, liking, commenting.
Anybody who's been giving us support, we appreciate you.
Straight up.
And reshare this too, though. Thank you. Alright, so peace and love.
We'll see y'all next time on The Eccentric Key and the Hood Elite. Alright, bye.
No sunshine, I'm feeling better. Watch them all scatter, they'll kill each other. If your daddy did, can't make him proud of you. Damn, little boy, how you make it out of it? I got that hustler's desire. fire burning. I got that voice in the hood, mixed with that how you learning. Nah, nah, nah. Niggas is bugging, niggas ain't fucking with me. They not on my planet, why should I panic? Motherfuckers should be thanking the Lord that I'm building the ships.